terrified, but alive. Reunited with her father, a miracle amid so much misery. Children among those killed in the highest single day of death in Gaza during a week of Israeli airstrikes. Israel says Palestinian militants are the target, but it's civilians paying the price.
We were sitting at home peacefully when they hit us without any warning or anything. Suddenly we opened the windows and we saw all of our houses collapsing. Not a single house stayed, as you can see behind me.
On the other side of the border, more Hamas rockets fired towards Israel. Many blasted out of the sky over the seaside city of Ashkelon.
It's very frightening.
So is your house damaged?
My house, just a glass, a little, become the boom, not a boom inside, just to hear this.
Suddenly, a warning of incoming fire. She races for cover. Danger over, everyone steps back outside. And is this the worst you've ever experienced?
Right now, I'm living, it's never. I live in Ashkelon, it's never be like that. Every 5 minutes in Ashkelon.
4 sites in this city were hit in the attack. We travel to one. A house in a residential neighborhood, shattered. Israel's never before had to deal with as much rocket fire as they've seen over the past 7 days. The Israeli military say the unprecedented tempo of the rocket fire is very difficult to handle. One of the rockets that got past their air defense system hit this house. There were 3 members of one family inside. They're too shaken to appear on camera, but they told me that the rocket went through the roof while the 3 of them were sheltering in a safe room. No one was injured, but they're clearly very frightened. A couple of miles away, a synagogue was also struck. Again, no one hurt. Fear not so easily washed away. Visiting the site is the military officer in charge of defending Israel's home front. He explains the challenge.
It's very difficult to stop rocket attacks. It's a very easy weapon to use and to hide under the ground, in buildings and everywhere. And one of the things that is making our action very complicated is that Hamas is doing that from the urban areas, from the people of the Palestinians living in Gaza, which makes it very difficult to act against that.
Rockets not the only threat. A man rams into a police checkpoint at a neighborhood in East Jerusalem, shot dead. Fury at a Jewish legal attempt to evict Palestinians from Sheikh Jarrah was one of the sparks to ignite this crisis. Hamas's leader even name-checking the area in a speech warning Israel's Prime Minister not to play with fire. Benjamin Netanyahu not backing down.
Our campaign against the terrorist organisations is continuing with full force. We make Hamas pay a very high price for their intolerable aggression.
Mounting devastation in Gaza and rocket fire on Israel, underlining the need for urgent diplomacy to broker a ceasefire. Until then, the pain grows. Deborah Hain, Sky News, Ashkelon.